Hello, hello, friends. It's Dion with the Blushing Mint. Guess what's happening in my craft shed right now? You guessed it, Christmas in July. How fun is this? It's hot outside. Who's really thinking about Christmas? But I am. I'm ready. I'm thinking about it. And I'm just having fun. I'm having fun creating little projects that I can share with you guys. Ways for us to use up some of maybe last year's Christmas items that we picked up on clearance, or just cleaning out our craft rooms. So that's kind of what my goal is with our Christmas in July series. I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. I hope that you guys are having fun with family and friends right now. And I am having a great time crafting. This is today's project, friends. This is just a sweet little, basically a mini journal. Super, super easy. And I'm going to share with you today how I created this little project. So it is a cover, and I've just got a mat with a pocket here with two sweet little tags in it. And then inside I have a little side tuck here. And then we have another cover with a pocket here. And then I've done 20, I think there's 20 pages in here, just blank pages, a pocket on the back there, and a mat, and another pocket here, and then our cover. So this is just a sweet little journal, perfect to toss in a purse or something like that for just jotting notes or whatever. But it also could be a super cute mini planner for Christmas. You could use these as photo mats and have a couple different photos on there. You can add photos inside, make notes, write down memories, tuck in receipts, however you want to choose to use this. But this is a super fun, super cute project. And again, we're going to be using our 6x6 paper pads. So we're going to break this down, and I'm going to show you exactly how we created this book for today. So the base of this project, friends, is 2 envelopes. Just 2 envelopes. I'm getting a huge glare here. I'm not sure if it's the light or what. I don't know if it's transferring to you guys or not, but I'm getting a big glare back. So it's 2 white envelopes. Basically, you tuck one on the inside, and you just adhere the other one on the back here. And I'm going to end up closing up my pockets, so it doesn't matter how the pockets are laid out. We're going to end up covering these anyway. And for today's project, I actually had a friend reach out to me about products that she sells, and she asked if I would be interested in receiving a pack of paper that they sell in exchange for a review. So today, the paper that I'm going to be using is that paper, and I'm going to be offering a review of that as well in this video. But this is my friend Aya who reached out to me, and she has the Bleds store on Amazon, and that is B as in Bob, L as in Lincoln, E as in Edward, D as in David, S as in Sam. So BLEDS store on Amazon. And so that's where these papers came from. You can pick these up. This is called the Christmas Season Paper Pack. And these are 6x6 papers. They are single-sided. They are a single-sided paper. And they are $7.99 for 24 sheets of paper. These are acid-free, so that is great for all of your scrapbooking projects and things like that. We want to make sure that the papers that we are using in any heritage-type albums are acid-free, so that they will last for the eternity without damaging anything in that comes in contact with them. So anyhow, this is the paper pack that I'm going to be using for this project. And we're just going to look at these papers together here. And I'm going to set them aside and choose my papers for this. I need 2 pages for the front. I need a page for the front, a page for the back, and a page for each side of the insides, and I want those to be the same. So I need 2 of 2 different sheets of paper. Then I need a page for my 2 corner pockets, so that is the 5th page. And then I need a page for the front cover here and the back cover here. So that is going to be my 6th and my 7th sheets of paper. So that's what we need for this particular journal. And so we're going to just lay this out and see what kind of speaks to us as far as our fronts and our backs and our covers. These are pretty papers. I like them. I love the print of these. They're very, these are a non-glossy paper. I would say they're not a heavyweight cardstock. They're a very mid-weight cardstock. But so they won't add bulk, but they will, but they'll definitely give us a nice feel in our works, in our paper crafting. So for that, they're awesome. Okay. All right, so these are our collections. This is our papers here to work with. So I need, again, 2 of the same for the front and the back, and 2 for the center. So what am I feeling? What's speaking to me right now? Knowing that I'm going to be covering up a good portion of it. So I don't know that I really want to have the prettiest of the papers, which I would consider like these 3 here, my favorites, this one, and this one. But I don't necessarily know that I want, because I'm going to end up covering up so much of it. I want to use maybe the more plain, or not plain, because none of these are plain. Let me go back and, so maybe, gosh, it's hard to choose. I should have maybe chose this first. I feel like I want to do my mats maybe with that. Front and back cover. And why does it have to be so hard for me to choose things? Because it just is. Okay, that has to be directional, so I'm not going to do that or that for this particular project. Ooh, I'm going to make my corner tucks with this. So I have a front, an inside, my corner tucks, and then maybe some mats. All right, I like it. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm going to get out for now. Okay, so again, this is from my friend Aya from the Bleds store on Amazon. And then, so we need our 2 envelopes. We need our papers for our covers and our pockets. And then we need, I did 5 sheets of coffee dyed paper. And I am just going to cut those in half. So these are 8.5 by 11. I'm going to cut these down to 5.5, and we're going to end up folding these in half. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a journal, friends. It is a journal. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then I have, I wasn't sure what papers I was going to choose as to which paper I would like, but I'm feeling like the dark green is what I'm going to use. So I had a 6x6 piece of paper, and I cut that down to 5.5 because that's going to be the inside cover and for our papers. And so I need that, and that is it. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we are simply going to just start covering our envelope. And I know I think we're going to use the feather for our, because then I can really decorate this up. So I need to cut it down, I believe, just a hair to fit my envelope. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So my envelope is just under 5 3/4. So let's cut both of our pages at the same time to our just under 5 3/4 on the one side. We only need to cut the one side of them. So you would cut to whatever your envelope size is, but because I want to be using my 6x6 paper pads, I want to make sure that my envelopes are under that 6 inch in height. Okay. So this is our height now that we have cut that here. And all we do is we just glue, friends. And I am actually going to take out my Bearly Art for this. And I'm just going to get a scrap of paper to glue on so I'm not wiping glue off my mat constantly. And we're just going to glue. So, and Bearly Art is a spreadable glue, so I don't need to be as precise in my application of my glue as you do with Art Glitter Glue, because as I press this into place, I can spread that glue out to where it needs to go. Okay, so this is my front cover. And then now for my back cover, I need to cut off again a little bit because I don't want it to overlap on to where my fold line is. Okay, I want it to just come before that fold line. So I'm going to glue it where I want it to go, and then I'll cut it off from the side here. You'll hopefully understand that. I'm probably not saying things the best way possible. I'm kind of tired this afternoon, and maybe I should not have videoed, but let's just see if I can show it to make it make sense here. Okay. All right, so then I'm just going to take and I'm going to cut this off here. And again, please save your scraps So anything that we set aside, please make sure you save those. All right, so there is our front and back covers. Oh my folding is not good today. See, I told you I'm kind of tired. Not sure what I got going on there. Goodness gracious me. Let's try that again, friends. Okay. Yeah, these papers are not super heavy, so it's not like it's causing me issues or anything. It's literally just me being me. Okay, so then now that's our front and our back cover. Now we're going to do our insides, and I am going to use this one here. So again, I need to cut down my top just a hair, and let's just again measure just a mark under the 5 3/4. Okay, so 5 3/4, and we go a mark just underneath of it. All right. Then again, we are closing up our envelope, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're sealed or not sealed. We're not going to be using the pockets on it. I just like the fact that I'm using up supplies that are in my office, in my craft space, and it really makes the weight of the envelope and whatnot makes a nice weight for the journal itself. So that is why we are choosing to, or why I'm choosing to use the envelopes, not because we're using them for their functionality. Okay, and again, use my bone folder to spread that Bearly Art glue out. Okay. Okay, and again, I don't want to get this, I want this one to be closer to the center, but I still don't want it to be or interfere, because I don't want so many layers when I'm folding my book. I don't need all that bulk at the fold for sure. So, but I do want it to be fairly close. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just apply our glue, and then we'll cut it off from the other end. Here. And again, this is an easy mass make project, but super great for gift giving. And I think that's the whole point of Christmas in July, is just to give you guys some great ideas of how to use the things that we have in our collections, and just ways to look at some fun new ideas for gift giving for the upcoming holiday season. So that's kind of my goal, just to share some fun ideas and tips and tricks with you guys. So I hope that You'll see these videos as helpful and inspiring as you gear up to be creative for your holiday season. All right, so there is our cover. Now you decide, do you want to ink or don't you want to ink? And I am going to ink because, I mean, I can. I don't know. I just love the way that it finishes. And I think with this, with the colors in this particular paper pack, I just think that inking is going to just set it off a little bit. It's just a nice frame for your projects, I think. I don't know. And it doesn't have to be like grungy inking. You can if that's your thing. I just think the simple little frame around it draws your eyes really into the paper, the patterns of the paper itself. So that's kind of my goal, is just to give it a sweet little vintage frame and really highlight those papers. And I do like these papers. I truly appreciate my friend Aya for reaching out to me and asking if I would like to try her papers in exchange for a review, and I am super happy to do that. So thank you again, Aya, and your store. I will be posting the links to the paper pad that I'm using and her store on Etsy as well in the description box below, so you can go check that out if it's something that you're interested in. They have tons of papers. I do have another paper pack. I'll show it to you. I do have another paper pack here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I bumped the camera. I'm so sorry. And this is Honey Flower. And again, 12 different papers, 24 sheets. And I'm actually going to be doing a bee journal in August, maybe September. And I'm going to be using that paper pack as well. So I did buy that one myself, though. But still, yeah, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so now that we've got that inked, so that's our cover. Now we need to do our corner pockets, and all we're going to do for that, and we're going to use this rose one, is we are just finding the centers of our paper. Actually, is that correct? Is that correct, Dion? Let me think. Hold the phone, friends, because I don't want to screw this up for myself. No, because I need those corners to be 4 1/4, not quite 4 1/2. So the first thing I'm going to do is, you know what, in the interest of time, because I can, I'm going to cut this in half, and then I'm going to create just a different kind of pocket. It doesn't matter what kind of pocket you make. It really, truly doesn't. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard, because I'm tired and maybe I shouldn't have videoed. Okay, so if this is, because I really want to utilize as much of this graphic as possible. So all I'm going to do is I am going to cut at 4 1/4. So I'm going to hold my paper at 4 1/4. I'm going to cut that here. And then how do I want to do it? I don't really know. Friends, I've lost my marbles. It's a short trip. So what I'm going to do is not scientific by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to create my own little version of a pocket. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all going to work. Okay, and then I'm going to ink it. This is just what I'm doing. Don't ask, okay? Just create a corner pocket. However you so choose, put a pocket on the front of your book. All right. God, is this going to be a Monday video? Let me think. Day 1 is, because this is like day 4. I don't know. So the 4th of July is on a Tuesday. Oh, this is a Hot Mess Tuesday. Maybe I should make this a Hot Mess Monday video. I don't know. Maybe I'll swap days. I don't know. Friends. Just make a pocket, okay? And then turn around and just cut the other one exactly the same way, okay? Just do that. Just do it. Make them the same. Or don't make them the same. I mean, if you don't want to make them the same, don't make them the same. They can be whatever you want them to be. It's your journal. It's your pockets. And the thing is whoever gets it isn't going to know. They aren't going to know if you struggled. They're not. You know if I struggle. But the struggle's real, man. The struggle's real in my world. All right. This one goes down. See, my struggle's real, friends. This stripe right here. Okay. Look at that. They turned out. Yes, they turned out. Oh my gosh, I just had a moment of panic, friends. I had a moment of panic. Don't you worry. You know what? Don't worry about me, friends. Don't worry about me. Oh, my Lord in heaven. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know about me. Ooh-wee. All right. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to be fine, friends. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, here we go. So then this is our pocket here. I love this. I love this. Okay. Whoop. I want to go to my art glitter glue. Sorry, did you see that? I want to go to my art glitter glue because I want the precision point for gluing my pockets. I want these to be very precise because I want to lose the least amount of space as I have to, and I like the way this glue sticks, and I like the way that it holds immediately, and the tip just gives us that precision point. So, all right, so this is going to go here. Going to hold that in place. Love this. It's going to be so pretty. Aya, thank you. I love these papers. They're just pretty. This is just pretty paper. It's very neutral holiday. So, you know, if you're somebody who's not big into the traditional reds and greens or whatnot, this doesn't say Christmas. It says winter. It says winter, even though it says Christmas season but it's truly winter. It's a very winter feel. So I love that. Okay, so we've got our pockets. Now we just need to do our journal. And here is the situation with your journals. You can be as precise. You can do so many things. You can create this as a journal. You can stamp in it. You can stencil, you can add decoration, you can embellish however you want. I want this to simply just be a writing journal, like note-taking, whatever. So I am under embellishing, I guess is the right way to say it. I am under embellishing in this journal from my perspective. It's under embellished, and that to me is perfectly fine. Okay, so now fold your papers in half. I'm going to just fold all these in half, and then I will get these all put together, but I'm not going to force you to watch me do that, okay? I'm going to, because Lord knows what kind of mistakes I might make doing that. So I'm going to pause you for a moment, and then I'll pick you back up once I have this all put together, folded together. So hang tight. Okay, so I've got my papers all folded, and I've cut the edges off flush because as you stack papers, of course, they stick out a little long, and I like to have a nice flush edge on mine. And so then I've taken my 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I'm going to use, and I have folded it in half, and of course that makes it wider than our papers, but that is okay because we're going to fold it to make that the interior pocket here. So if our papers should be, our envelope here is just under 4.5, and so we're just going to eyeball about, maybe I better be more precise because, guys, my because my measuring has been anything less than stellar today. So if it's just under 4.5, and my papers here are 4, so let's just make this like 4 and a little more than 1/4. I'm gonna score here. And same thing. Whoops. Okay. Fold on our score lines. Tuck our papers in here to make sure I didn't screw that up. Tuck this into our book to make sure that I'm not over my edges. Okay, so I scored. I'm done with the paper cutters. So what I want to do is I just want to press these nicely here, fold them together, give myself that center point, cut our little thumb notch for our holes, add a little bit of inking here just to tie it all together. And then I just need to, again, use my art glitter glue on my pockets. This paper that I'm using for this has a bit of a vinyl feel to it, so I'm holding it a little bit longer than I should have to with art glitter glue, just because it doesn't want to catch right away. It wants to kind of slip that glue out, so that's why I'm giving it a little extra nudge, even though we normally don't have to do that with, but this is a different kind of paper. This is just paper that I had in my stash that I thought would go for this journal. So okay, now we have our journal pages here. Find the center. Okay, these go in here, and all we have to do is sew this just like you would any of your other journals, 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So I want to find my centers. Get my little clips here. Make sure everything lines up nice. Because even though it is a quick, easy project, we still want all of our projects to have that nice finish to them. Projects we can always be proud of, no matter how quick they are to create. It's the beauty of handmade gifting. Okay, holding that in place, and then I'm getting some thread, my awl, and my needle. My trusty eraser is going to act as my mat when I put my hole in here. Three holes, one in the center, one at the top, and one equally about the same distance at the bottom, like so. And then our thread, I'm using a waxed thread, and it's approximately 2.5 times the length of your book that you're sewing. My needle. And then because my shoulder or my arm hates me, I know I gotta have my, I have to have my pliers. All right. Because I just don't have the strength to pull. Okay, so then you leave a little tail in the center, in through the center, and then you can choose up from the top or the bottom, whichever makes you happy. Not sure why my papers hate me right now. Okay. Down through the bottom. And then back into the center, hopefully without poking through our thread, is always our goal. Seriously, on the struggle bus today, you guys. I'm so sorry. Do not know what is happening in my world. But there we go. And I feel like I poked right through that thread. I know I did. I knew it. I knew it the minute I did it. Okay. Gosh, see? Struggle's real. All right. It really isn't this hard. It's just I am the struggle. All right. So tighten up your strings. Make sure they're tight in the back. And for this, I do a double knot so that it doesn't come undone. And because I'm leaving my center exposed, I'm just going to tie a double bow as well. Doesn't have to be a double, but then at least I know that the bow isn't going to come undone either. And honestly, it probably will not even be remotely as hard for you as it is for me right now. It's just a matter of my hands don't want to work. So this is probably painful for you to watch. I'm sorry. It's painful for me to feel too. Okay. And then I just trim my tails. Like so. Okay, so there is our here's our journal attached. We've got our 2 pockets. We've got our side tucks. Now we're going to create a mat for our front and our back. And I did not take paper out for that. So what would we like our mat to look like? I feel like this would be a beautiful mat here. So I'm going to do that. And our mat is going to be 4 by, because I want it to be, so it's going to be 4 by 5, I think. This is about 4 1/4. Maybe I want it to be a little less than that. 4. Yeah, I still am going to. I'm going to go 4 by 5. And that is going to give us 1/4 on the top and the bottom and about 1/8 on each side. And I want to cut that from the edge of my tree because I want my tree to be my focus. Save your scrap. Okay, and I'm getting my corner rounder because I do want to have some nice corners on our mats. Okay. And I'm going to just ink here. Gosh, it's a beautiful day today. Having had all the rain we have had, it's so nice to have some sunshine and a little bit of heat. I'm quite tired of the mosquitoes, however. They're quite large. The mosquitoes are quite large. Ugh, look how pretty that is. Okay, art glitter. around my edges into my center. These papers are beautiful, friends. I do really like them. I like the weight of them, that they're not so super heavy, but yet they're a nice durable paper. They're easy to work with. So yes. Okay, and then a back image. Yeah, I feel like let's use this. I think that's a nice image for a frame. And I want the clock image, I think. So I'm going to do a measurement just because maybe they vary a little bit from front to back. So I'm going to go 4 by 5. Again, yep, 4 by 5. And I want the clock image. And I want the bottom image. Okay. And round my corners. Ink my edges. Okay. Glue it down. We're in the home stretch, friends. We're so in the home stretch. Lovely, lovely. Okay, now for our front cover. All right, for our front cover, I want a mat, and then I'm going to create a pocket as well. So like here, I did a mat with a pocket. So let's see. Is that too busy? I don't know, friends. Oh, what if I was just thinking I could make a pocket with this. I have to think too hard. I have too many choices. I have too many choices to choose from. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I like it. Okay. Sorry. I should have maybe chose ahead of time. I think I said that already. Because my struggle is real. Okay. So I am going to make my 4 by 5 again for my mat. Okay. All right, ink. I like this cute little journal. It is just fun. I hope you guys like this little project. Oh my gosh, it's almost been an hour. You guys, this is not an hour-long project. This is, my struggle is real. My struggle is real. I promise you this is not an hour-long project. But clearly my brain is in struggle mode today. This should really be a 30-minute project or less. I apologize, man. It really isn't this long. This is me on the struggle bus. But you know what? I share it with you guys. I share my struggle bus with you guys so you know, even though you can be having a rough day, you can still get out and create. It's okay. It's okay. All right, there is the mat. And now I'm going to create a pocket with this. And so my pocket, I'm going to have my pocket be 3 by 4 is what I want my pocket to be. But I want it to be gusseted. So I'm going to do it 4 by 5 and then 3 by 4. So I need it to be 4 by 4.5. That gives me a 1/2 inch gusset on each side. So 4 by 4.5. Okay. And then I'm going to 1/2 inch Wow. I did not cut straight there for some reason. 4 by, so I just want a 1/2 inch gusset or a 1/2 inch score on each point. Okay. What did I do with my little thing? Okay. 1/2 inch here. 1/2 inch here. And a 1/2 inch here. Wow. I have no idea what's going on, but man, it's all going to work out. Don't worry. Mitering my corners. Miter your top. Miter your side. Fold all your score lines. Put your, put your thumb notch in. Ink all your edges if you're into inking, but we've already been doing it, so we have to finish our project doing it. We need cohesion. Then glue everything down. Okay, and then you can use your scraps if you want to create tags. What we have for any large size scraps here. Like so. Cut our tag shapes. Put our little holes in. Ink them up. All right, and then I'm grabbing my twine here. And you could use whatever ribbon. This is just stuff that I have on my desk readily available, so I'm using what I've got for the time being. Okay. These are so cute. I just love these. This is adorable. All right, friends, here it is. This is finished. So we've got our front cover. We've got a couple tags in here. You open it up. You can decorate again as much or as little as you so choose. You've got your side tuck pocket here. You've got a beautiful photo mat or just nice cover. You've got a pocket here. You've got 20 pages of journaling. Oh, let's see, 5. No, you've got 40 pages. What am I talking about? Yeah, 40. You have 40 pages inside here for journaling. My husband is home. Guys, my husband is home. I am so busted. Oh, hold the phone. Anyway, and so you've got your journaling. You can stencil, stamp, etc. You've got your pocket here, your mat here, your back pocket, and then your back cover. So friends, there you go. That is your next Christmas in July project. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I hope it inspires you to get out and create. I hope you're not busted by your husband like I am. And until the next time, friends, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.